Breathing calm, natural, and easy, and let everything settle naturally in its own way, in its own place, and in its own time. 6, stay in the moment, in the present, the divine sacred, okay? Don't mind Diddy barking in the background. See? Focus. 7, let go of any thoughts, feelings, perceptions, or memories that occur while you're here. So whenever a thought, a feeling, or perception, or memory occurs while you're there, let it go and don't follow it. Simply concentrate on the breathing and do the same things with all the other forms of distraction. So if you hear a noise, feel an itch, or see a movement, let it go and keep your mind focused on your breathing. Because when the mind wanders, and it will, simply bring it back to the object of attention, the sensation of the breath at the nostrils, and keep returning again and again to the breath, to the simple awareness of the breath. So this is mindfulness of breathing at the basic creation of meditation and solitude. Inshallah and Ashe. Hey, if you can create solitude with a dog barking in the background, personally my boyfriend, you are doing great. So does anybody here follow the moon? I have a juicy picture of the moon. Let me follow and find it right now. Where is the moon? Let's see, where is you? There you is. Let's bump that out of there. The moon. I mean, how does the moon progress, right? I try to take pictures of the moon and it doesn't work. The goddess of the night. They just never turn out. But this one, a fellow moon lover took. And I asked him if he ever took images in the early morning with the mist of the clouds, which that's when this was taken. So totally hilarious. But this is the waning gibbous. It was taken yesterday morning for my human design reflectors out there, any fellow moon lovers. But today is more than most days, actually. We may feel a connection to the realm of spirit or even the realm of the moon, the goddess herself. Intuitive gifts and psychic abilities literally may stream in. So it's as if we're on a rotary phone. Remember those, the rotary phones? Then we got to the push button, and now we just stream. We're streaming beings. But those moments of insight are being like tuned. Maybe we're getting a tune up in that frequency. So it's like, what frequency are we being guided to? So the realms of the other world, the intuitive notices, right, that we get with our heart knows an untruth, right? Our heart knows that. This is the cosmic weaving and the cosmic webbing. It's like, what path do we take? Our intuitive gifts. If you haven't taken my Change Your Stars quiz, that's what I would probably recommend first. But the feelings, those feeling good feelings, or rather the connection to the essence of the divine, is going to be on the stream, those conscious river streams, just like water, just a little different. But focus towards it, like getting on the highway ramp, if you will, on the freeway on-ramp, and just being able to release the past wounds as you're getting on the highway, the ramp, the wounds, the pains, the ones that we've maybe been hoarding within ourselves or others. Maybe it's a scarcity mindset, the fear of not having enough, right? And just allow them to be free in the cosmic streams. And when we allow the streams of the divine, the Great Spirit, to stream in first, we then have an easier time allowing the past, the scarcity mindsets and the fears and the pains, etc., to just move past them freely. So with our mind tapped into our intuition, the channels of the mind, you may get an intuitive hiccup today, like a boost, not the opposing force, kind of like race cars when they get that higher octane boost, right? When they're doing the racetrack. And this information just streams in, or we get some really otherworldly cosmic downloads from the other world. They could be otherworldly. However, spirit, being like a genie, the wizard it is, we can really only handle so much. That's where the singers of the realms come in. So it's like all our bandwidths are open streaming and feeling a little bit more overwhelmed, maybe due to the vast amount of streaming, curating of our psychic imprints. So you may notice that your thoughts are more feeling focused. You'll know because of the sensations, they're more feeling. They have more energy to matter kind of a thing in the cosmic soup. Kind of like the difference between Spock, literally, and Captain Kirk, Star Trek. Any Trekkies out there? But Our heart and our solar plexus are going to become more aligned with our soul today. So that's like, what is the soul's purpose? Investigate that. But welcome to the Daily Snippet. Once again, I am your host, and I hope you had an amazing weekend. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energy surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic Sha medium, and my intention is to utilize the power of these indigenous technologies, the elemental realms, our original divine blueprint, to navigate our soul's harmonic in the cosmic soup through the elemental realms, into the highway, and into what I call the imaginal realm, through the gateway of the shamanic portal, our 8th energetic center, with the cosmos and subtle energies and elemental beings, really with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals to really add to your personal container, the juice of your cosmic soup, with your personal medicine, your prime directive, just really assisting you to discover the inner genius, your personal medicine, and to montanize on that personal medicine, the star that I really believe we all are, just reintroducing you to that magical being that resides within each and every one of us, so our light, our star, shines even brighter. And again, my name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. So with that, the frequency of the day, we are in it. Look what I'm going with today. But the frequency today is to be aligned with the moon, the deep waters, the deep still waters, and moving bubbling waters in the galaxy. And the other world is really opening a portal. Maybe you see a tear in the universe. Why? Because our emotional field, one of the conduits for our psychic energy, the frequency key to access the realms. So it's a spirit to spirit kind of day, connection to our Ciri, what we look like in the other world, our higher self, a direct line of communication, or this connection where we can access, we have access to it. So it's going to be greater. It's going to be galactic. I'm thinking like huge. It's the bridge between beauty and wellness. It's the bridge between spirit and emotion. It's the bridge between our inner genius and our personal medicine, and even our lower vibrational field of our emotions within the waters. So it's all forms of water. So today would it really be a great day for a water ritual, getting in alignment with the frequency and the vibration and the energy of water, whether it's waterfalls, ponds, lakes, stillness of water, and exploring the depths of the water, deep waters. Emotional waters, right? Different forms of our emotional field, and exploring our emotions and seeing where the cosmic streams really take us. So if things, it's as if things appear in reality one way. However, we have this inner knowing, this deep down sense that the magic is streaming in. So faith, simple cosmic faith. I don't know how this is going to happen, but I do have cosmic faith. So we have two streams streaming, like literally coming together. So I'm cosmically in this cosmic soup bowl continually, like a divine operator, like two gateways of emotions where you have high sense perceptions on one side and you're comparing an apple and an orange of different streams, and having another worldly mountaintop perspective, an elevated perspective of a future path that streams in. This is similar to what I call the Merlin effect, being like a Merlin. This is where the waters now become clear. If you're a scryer, you use water to scry, or a crystal ball. So when we can calm our inner waters and listen to them and utilize our spidey senses, we then stream to the spirit pathway. We become divergent. Pretty curious there. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. Authentically Heartfelt, Tanya D. And for those new subscribers, Ashe, thank you, and blessings. Ashe means blessings. And hit the bell button so you are notified. And also comment, share. That will get you a message for your day to get you on your way on YouTube. So echoing out the algorithm, that really assists me to gather up like-minded musers like yourself out in the galactic universe who may also muse about insights of the other world, the world of spirit, source, beings that are otherworldly, elemental, and really so much more, having that divine connection. And you can also find me on other social platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and my Musing with Tanya D podcast. I have a new one out today. You should have that in your inbox. And if your soul wishes to dive on deeper into the realms of the other world, the world of spirit, head on over to my Musing Corridor. This is my digital library in the sky. It's a venue where you have some amazing options to assist you, to guide you, along with a private community to utilize as well. I really am your shamanic otherworldly assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we need an otherworldly perspective. And again, just a few announcements. The Otherworldly podcast is totally streaming into your inbox today. Tag me, take a pic as you listen in. It's a short one, but it's a great one. It's a baby one. It hits the sweet spot. It's all about monetizing your medicine like a witcher, manifesting like a witcher. And if you're curious about that, join the waitlist in the show notes. Witcher's Way to Manifestation. And I'm limiting the group size for this one. I really want it intimate, creating sacred space. And we're still streaming Soliciting Solitude, which, if you are a human design reflector, you know we need our solitude, cleaning our no self. And we also have a new moon coming up, and I am all about the frequency of the moon. So I do want to give a shout out to my subscribers. Thank you and blessings for joining me. The energetic cleansing meditation will be streaming here live as well, August 7th, I believe, Sunday mornings. Okay, which speaks to you? We got the Witcher series, Geralt of Rivia, Yennefer, and Ciri. So we have options there. That's why I posted it. It's a witchery kind of day. Okay, we have Yang Water, Monkey kind of a day. So Yang Water is our master. The goat to water is leadership. So a manager who flows like a nurturing boss. A Yang Water person, water people in general, are peace. They could be masculine or feminine. This is obviously a masculine water, but it's peace. Peace is their prime directive. So this would be a nurturing boss. Earth is about nurturing, the nurturing boss. So it's peace and contemplation. And the monkey supports our day, adding more water, creating more water, along with the water on the year. So it's actually a pretty balanced day. So I would say, if I was picking an elemental to ground into, which I give that to spirit every morning, but I would go with what you feel your heart needs elementally. And I do share insights into the elemental structure and foundation in almost all of my offerings, except for the energy body demystified, really gravitating to the different elemental characters, if you will, and the behaviors and what they bring to us, the juice. But our super god, actually today, is being a friend indeed. A friend indeed is a friend in need, and the original talent is also a friend. So I would say this is day to be an authentic friend, maybe be a true friend to yourself, connect with your higher self today, streaming in. Okay, options. Back to our options. Ding, ding, ding. I love saying that. I don't know why. I'm my own personal cosmic hilario. Okay, we got Geralt of Rivia, we have Yennefer, and we have Ciri. Options. Oh, my house might start rattling. Ignore them. Okay, I'm going with Yennefer first. Who chose Yennefer? Comment in the show notes. You get the 5 of inspiration for the message of your day. This is inspire, to breathe or to blow into the breath of life, or to animate life by breathing in spirit. Sparks of motion, ton of creative energy. But the 5 is our mind. The mind is a tool. Our mind is communicating through our feelings today. And I feel this way. And our thoughts are feeling the feeling, just like I said, Spock. You know, it's what I sense. What about you, right? Feeling and sensing into that, what that is. And being mindful of our feelings when we connect to spirit. But this message, it could be rivalry, challenges, comparisonitis, a need to collaborate, infighting or trying to outdo one another, even friendly competition, which I totally like. I love honest criticism. Maybe we have bouts of discord. But you can see the muse. She's looking down at the rivalries below, pushing and pulling, the comparisons, you know, the not enough. Sometimes she sees competition that hurts, and sometimes she witnesses healthy and productive competition that really motivates. So she hopes to illuminate both the positive and the negative effects that these challenges can really have on life. So this is like finding opportunities to work with others for the common good, the end result, and engage in friendly competition that really serves as the catalyst for your success. This is like stirring and whipping up the ingredients in the cosmic soup. So how do you compete in life? Or do you lead with your ideas, your feelings, your charm, a deep conversation? or even maybe perhaps it's your sexuality, right? So kind of distinguish the type of competition that makes you a brighter light from that which dampens your ability to shine, right? And use the muses, the sacred mirrors, to see the other world. So that's the most important person that we compete with, is honestly ourselves. The external competition, the world, cannot really demonstrate our own personal net worth. So we have to know inside of us that we are already deserving of our own highest accolades, and more importantly, love, the embodiment of love. So the war of bodies, brains, and the poses to win the titles, the names, and the roses. And in the end, we give too much of our own soul and joys and such. So it's like mirror, mirror on the wall, show the magic in my all. I'm going with that. Okay, next. Who chose Ciri? Bing, bing, bing. This I love. Sorry, I have a twitch on my nose. We have the page of emotions, and look at her with that portal in the abyss and all the fishies in the sea. So this is serendipitous joy, synchronicity, it's creativity, it's playfulness, it's finding new opportunities, possibilities. It's the unexpected magic and opportunities to refresh in the waters and rejoice. It's this mystical, poetic energy. And it's useful to be imagination, to use our imagination. And it's prompting us to go swimming in the visceral, the abyss. So this is reality, the reality of our emotions. It's that loving feeling inside of ourselves, meeting the loving feeling outside of ourselves. So this is like two oceans colliding, getting that loving feeling with each other. It's loving to each other, and the other feeling is more loving. So then our cup runneth over with emotional love that we have for ourselves. And we then manifest that in reality. More people coming to our loving garden. Our emotional cup is just producing, like manifesting. So there's so much otherworldly magic in the world. And the page of emotions knows how to expect it. So we're expecting it is just like natural, organic to seeking it in the everyday. And seeking it in the everyday, even in the mundane world, is the key to seeing it everywhere. So these are the universes of powerful truths, if you will. This is also kind of feeling like throat chakra energy-ish, to be found in the internal horizons of our essence, of our beingness. So deeper down her own rabbit hole of history and feelings that she dives into, she begins to understand that the synchronicity that she spots today is actually a result of energy and priming, we got to prime it, that she sent out into the biosphere yesterday. So she's using this technology, this indigenous technology is what I would say, of magic to create her path, always remaining childlike wonder, playful, as we can stream in and imagine our future. So she lives less goal-driven and more heart-driven. So, the mind really is a tool that gets in the way of our magic, especially if we're living from a mindset of scarcity, of not having enough. But she's inviting you to be surprised by the beautiful serendipity in your world today, to see the magic, to use that inspiration as a starting point for your next move, and start with a light of releasing control. Living a magical life is a choice. It's absolutely 100% choice, whatever that looks like for each and every one of us. So feeling good and feeling gooder. Okay, last we've got Geralt of Rivia. Who doesn't love that? I'm a Witcher girl, but look at this. 21, when it starts to get super fun. The world cosmos. The world really is our oyster, right? We decide, and I'll take that. Filling our heart or our heart, the star that we are, heartfelt feelings, creating a new belief, a new memoir. So it's like, are your beliefs holding you back? The conditioned beliefs, learning, understanding, expanding, feeling what our heart feels, feeling the feeling inside of our heart space. Ooh, we open up to the galactic super juice of understanding. So this is like completion, success, attainment, celebration. It's the full circle of joy. It's ending of a cycle. It's ascension. It's tying up our loose ends, maybe travel plans. It's a reminder to really follow through. Like, are you doing a half-assed job? Or are you doing an overvalued job, right? Because value's on the other end. And it's prompting us for some vibrational attainment. So she's just remembering the little girl that she used to be, jumping off the cliff and going into those unknown waters of divine magic. And now she lives here, totally at home in this oceanic of creation, the galaxy. And she rises out of her vast universe with the world in her hands. This kind of reminds me of the god Atlas. I probably said that before. And everything is like coming to completion, which I love. That's kind of the energy of the yang water with the earth and the elemental fortress. But all of the energy is kind of culminating into these exciting new endings of success and joy. And she smiles because the closure of fruition is so, so sweet. It's like you've made it. It's time to celebrate. So the cycle ends and a new cycle closes. So she's asking you to enjoy this coming chapter, to witness your success, see it because it's on the way. And soon, we're going to prepare to be the fool once more, once again. We always got to start all over, poised with another new ocean of galactic possibilities. But first, it's a moment to take a breath and to really enjoy your accomplishments because you all deserve this success. So it's in wholeness is where we rise now, bright above the cusp of joy that surrounds this sweet full circle of past that are fulfilled. And then ascendance skips and bounds. It's like you're skipping on the waters, right? So with the moon, the goddess herself in Aries, bright and early this morning, we may act on our emotions. Maybe a behavior or character comes out of that watery abyss. I know the people in my village with Aries moons, Aries, kind of the same. They are impulsive. They act out their emotions before they feel them. It's quite curious, I must say. But with our sacral online, our crown, and also our solar plexus, the cosmic soup is divinely transmitting or transmuting. And this connectivity, this conduit, it's in the watery wave. So elementally, it really is up to you. Options to elementally ground into and to utilize. And the seed sounds elementally, if you're emotionally disrupted, I would be cleansing the sacral with the seed sound of Voom. If you're feeling like you're not enough, maybe you have low self-esteem, confidence, the solar plexus, the Ram. And if you wish for spirit to be the light that totally guides you today, that divine line is open, the sound of Ing. All these are in the show notes, by the way. But being that our gifts are online, you may wish to shop or intuit a new gift, open up to something new, a different intuitive gift, and see your future life through the eyes of spirit, the divine. So I would affirm I am connected to my intuitive gifts, and I'm streaming in a heightened or an otherworldly awareness. So with that, be sure to be inspired today, inspirited even. The universe has our back. We are divinely protected, and the universe, along with the multiverses, are watching, whether that is the angelic realm, the spirit realm, the plant realm, the animal, the otherworldly, the phase. You can beacon into any of those. So with that, be sure to check out my podcast, join my waitlist, and as always, I will see you on the other side. Happy streaming.